Have you ever wondered how some people master the art of self-discipline? What tools do they use? How they become so successful by doing so? How do they even implement these strategies? There are a number of tips that can help you have better self-discipline. Implementing just a few of them can have you on your way to a happier life with stronger willpower. In this video, I'm going to discuss my 9 tips, the things that I use every day to help me with self-discipline. You want to know what they are? Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's T. Rollins with Be a Better You. I'm here in hopes to inspire, motivate, and educate. Today we're going to talk about self-discipline. But before we get into that, make sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel so you can get all the videos as I post them. Self-discipline can be one of the hardest things for people to tackle. Some people go their entire life with no self-discipline, and meanwhile others are excelling at life just by implementing a few of these strategies. One of the tips I want to talk about is quit wasting weekends. I'm not saying give up all your weekends. I'm not even saying give up most of your weekends. What I am saying is set some weekends aside to work on you. Do something that's going to benefit you in the long run. I wanted to start this YouTube channel, so I found time in my schedule to do it on a weekend. I couldn't do it during my work week and also going to school at night. I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to do better and be better. I wanted to be great and do something I had a passion for. I also wanted to get my message out there. So I promise you, implementing this strategy here will help you in the long run. You will appreciate it so much more. You will look back and realize you achieved so much more. I could have done the typical things, go out on a weekend, to the club, to the bar, to the mall, spend money, but that doesn't benefit me in the ways that I want to. So I found this time and I worked on being a better me. The next tip that I want to talk about, complete the task no matter the mood. That means don't quit and don't give up. Now, I do understand sometimes there are outside factors that impact how we go about things, how we look at things, and how we go through our day-to-day. But when that happens, remember to step back, clear your mind, take a deep breath, maybe drink a glass of water, then get back to it. I don't want you to get in the habit of accepting that it's okay not to complete a task. Because if you do it for one, you're going to do it for another. Then that becomes a cycle, and that's not what we want to do. We want to complete the task no matter the mood. Stay on course, stay focused. So my third tip is one of my favorite tips, is to meditate. We all need peace at times. And sometimes we need help even trying to find that peace. That's where meditation comes in. It has so many benefits that is impactful to our well-being. It should almost be a necessity. Meditation can help to reduce stress, control anxiety. It helps to build self-awareness, and it also promotes emotional health, along with a number of other things. Now, personally, I like to do this for 10 minutes every day. When I need to relax and clear my mind and then refocus, it always helps. So I recommend doing this. If you're a beginner, I would say 3 to 5 minutes is typically that sweet spot for people. But give it a shot, try it out. Let me know how it works for you. But I really recommend meditating. So the next tip I want to discuss is to set goals. Self-discipline can be a task of its own. I do understand that. Now, when it comes to this, we need to map it out and we need to make it clear. We need to understand the changes that we need to make in order for us to make these changes. Now, once we figure that out, we need to ask ourselves, why are we doing this and why is it important? Once you figure that out and you have it outlined, it creates some type of motivation. It helps you to stay focused. It helps you to get on task and stay on task. That's why I recommend setting these goals and writing them out. Take anything, for example, just write it down and figure it out. Write it down somewhere where you can have to look at to help you stay on track. Some people like to put it on a phone. Personally, I like to write mine down. It helps me to look at it and I can do what I want if I need to scribble or make changes to my goals. So my next tip is to face the problem and know your weaknesses. Everyone has 1 or 2 weaknesses, whether it's watching TV, being on social media, playing video games, being out late, eating candy, whatever it may be. We all have those 1 or 2 that causes us to have these setbacks. But we need to know that they are there and we need to own it. Once we do that, we can be on our way to overcoming them and being a better you. Now, one of the common mistakes that people make, myself included, is that we like to take these problems and throw them to the back, right? We don't really like to face our problems, but that's not what we want to do to get to our self-discipline. We need to own them. Once we own them, we can learn from these weaknesses and turn them into our strengths. Tip number 6, pick a goal, pick a task, pick something you want to do better or be better at. But once you figure out this thing, let that become your new habit. I don't recommend picking too many of these because it can be a little overwhelming for some and also become demotivating. For example, like I said, I wanted to start this YouTube channel. So I had to start small because YouTube, obviously, it's this big world. It's a bunch of things you could do here. But I had to start small. And starting small was figuring out the equipment that I had to use. And then once I did that, I began to do research to learn about the equipment that I'm using. From there, I started to go up and go up. But what I did, I was starting small, and that's what I recommend you do. Tip number 7 is something that everybody is going to love. Reward yourself. Everybody likes to reward themselves, whether it's something big or small. People just love rewards. It's something that you worked for, something that you had to earn. It created that motivation. It got you focused. For example, personally, I like to buy myself something expensive once every year because I feel like I worked hard for it. Maybe throughout the year I might buy something here and there, but the main thing is that I earned it. I worked towards it based on what I have done throughout the year. Now, remember that feeling you got as a kid when you came home, you did your homework, and then finally you got to go outside? That's that feeling of rewarding yourself. So do the job, get it done, and enjoy the reward at the end. Now, tip number 8, accept your shortcomings. Don't bash yourself for failures. Don't let this weigh too heavy on your feelings because we all have them. These things, these failures or these shortcomings that we have are here to help us grow. I want you to take those, learn from it, and make a difference. See what changes you need to make in order to reach your goals. See what changes you need to make in order for you to have better self-discipline. Once you figure that out, you'll be on your way. And my last tip for today, and maybe one of the most important tips, practice health. Physical, mental, emotional health. Practice. You don't like your current state, I encourage you to change. Be that change. If you need help, I encourage you to seek some type of assistance to help you. Just for example, if you want to eat better, you want to detox your body, maybe stop drinking, maybe stop smoking, don't take too much caffeine. Just make these little adjustments. If you wanted to give up some of your candy, maybe switch candy out for trail mix. They even have the trail mix with chocolate so you still get that satisfying taste. If you want to go to the gym, you want to exercise, you want to run better, you want to run more, longer, faster, I encourage you to practice these things. I'm not saying go out there and run a mile. Maybe walk a mile, maybe walk a half a mile. Just do something that you wasn't doing to help you get to where you want to go. Then this is going to help you with self-discipline. So practice health, eat clean, work out, and meditate. Practice. So those were my 9 tips for helping you towards better self-discipline and also being a better you. Question for today: what are your 9 tips to help with self-discipline? Let me know in the comment section below. And remember, as always, the goal here is to inspire, motivate, and educate.